8 huge Hollyoaks spoilers for next week. Get ready for an exciting week on Hollyoaks because we have 8 huge spoilers that are sure to shake things up in the village. From shocking secrets to big announcements, next week is packed with drama that you won't want to miss. Here's a sneak peek. Freddie and Grace face a major fallout when a hidden secret finally comes to light. Rose's school days take a turn, leading them down a risky path, and Abe surprises Cleo with some life-changing news. Spoilers for November 11th to 15th. Stick around as we break down all the drama coming up next week on Hollyoaks. And remember to hit that subscribe button for more weekly spoilers and updates. Don't miss a moment of the action. Alright, let's dive into all the excitement and find out what's happening next week in the village. Freddie learns the truth. Robbie finds out that Vicky has secretly been allowing Freddie to see his daughter Lexi. He finds them playing happy families in the park and is furious. As Robbie continues to blame Freddie for causing Lexi's epilepsy, Curtis confesses that Lexi didn't fall that night. He pushed her. Freddie realizes that Grace knew the truth and hid it from him, and he turns on both her and Mercedes, who is heartbroken. Grace wants to make amends and says they can try to get Lexi back, but Freddie tells her that their relationship is over. 2. Vicky and Robbie reunite. Vicky opens up to Robbie, explaining that letting Freddie see Lexi wasn't just a casual decision. It was a reaction. She was angry, hurt by Robbie's role in the robbery and wanted to make him feel some of that pain. But now she regrets the way things turned out. She admits her mistake, acknowledging that it wasn't the best way to handle things, and she's genuinely looking to make amends. In a vulnerable moment, she asks Robbie for another chance, hoping they can find a way to move forward together. Robbie listens, taking in everything Vicky says, and after some reflection, he realizes he's ready to give their relationship another shot. He tells Vicky he believes they can work through this, that they've been through too much together to let it end here. With that, they both agree to try again, deciding that their connection is worth fighting for. 3. Leela feels left out. Joel and Marie are in the middle of one of those huge moments, picking out a name for their baby. They're excited, tossing around ideas and imagining their future with this little one. But Leela, who's also part of this family journey, feels like she's on the outside looking in. It's like everyone else is sharing in this bonding moment, and she's somehow left out of this first big decision for the baby. She's feeling sidelined, and it's hard not to notice the shift in her mood. Sensing the tension, the family tries to bring Leela into the fold, and they all finally agree on naming the baby Clara. It's a small but significant moment of unity for them. Joel, full of pride and excitement, wants to introduce Clara to the village, eager to show his little girl to everyone. But Leela isn't quite there emotionally. She's still working through her feelings, not exactly in the mood for a public moment. For her, there's a lot more to process before she's ready to share Clara with the world. Abe announces breakup. Cleo's been picking up on Abe's recent mood swings, and as his soulmate, she's feeling every bit of his pain. She hates seeing him so down and feels like she needs to do something to lift the weight he's carrying. After thinking it over, she suggests that maybe ending things with Perry might be what he needs to clear his mind and heart. She sees it as a fresh start, a chance for him to leave behind whatever's been weighing him down. So, with a bit of hesitation, but a lot of trust in Cleo's advice, Abe decides to go for it, promising her that he'll break things off with Perry. Later, Abe tells Cleo that he followed through and that the breakup with Perry hit hard. According to him, she was devastated. But a shadow of doubt lingers. Cleo can't shake the feeling that something's off. Is Abe really being open with her about how things went down, or is he trying to protect her from a harsher reality? For Cleo, the worry isn't just about Abe's relationship with Perry, but also whether Abe is being completely honest with her, even when it's uncomfortable. 5. Freddie gets advice. After everything comes out, Robbie tries to calm Freddie down, telling him that Curtis pushing Lexi doesn't actually change the custody situation. Robbie's trying to help Freddie see the bigger picture here, reminding him that holding on to this anger and letting it dictate his decisions won't make things easier for anyone. Freddie's been running on high emotions, but Robbie's words make him pause, forcing him to confront the reality of his choices and what they'll mean for his daughter's life. Later on, Jack steps in, asking Freddie to lend a hand with Nancy's kids while they're all still coping with Darren's mysterious absence. As they talk, Jack brings up how fragile and fleeting life can be, subtly nudging Freddie to reconsider his stance on shutting out Grace. Jack's perspective has an impact on Freddie, planting seeds of doubt about the walls he's building around himself. Freddie starts to wonder if staying angry and cutting people off is really the answer, or if he's just letting pain guide him. The question lingers. Will Freddie let go of his grudges and start mending things with Grace, or keep clinging to the hurt? 6. Tony has big plans. Diana's concerned when she spots Tony making a visit to D Valley Law, but he has some exciting news, as he reveals that he has acquired the lease to the McQueen's house. He plans to reopen his former restaurant The Hutch and take Chester by storm. Later at the Dog, Diane finds it difficult when she sees Marie. While she seems to have accepted Tony moving on, she tells Marie that she is struggling. 7th. Steve makes a mistake. Stay catches a glimpse of Rex talking with Misbah, and something about their conversation doesn't sit right with him. He overhears them mention someone being in Misbah's house, and his mind races. Without missing a beat, Steve jumps to conclusions, convinced they're hiding something about James. In his heart, he's never fully let go of the idea that his late husband might still be out there somewhere. This tiny spark of hope is enough to cloud his judgment, and he confronts Misbah, wanting answers to questions he knows are probably wild, but can't shake off. Misbah tries to calm him down, but Stay is already running through every possible scenario in his head. The thought that James might somehow still be alive has haunted him since the day he lost him, and this situation just fuels that lingering hope. He's at a crossroads now, torn between rationality and his heart's desperate need to believe. So the real question is, where will Steve's instincts take him next? Will he dig deeper, holding on to this fragile possibility, or will he finally be able to lay his suspicions to rest? 8. Ro and Arlo cause trouble. Tony's all excited about his date with Marie, seeing it as a chance to have a fresh start. But not everyone's feeling the love. Ro, for one, is far from thrilled about Tony dating Marie, especially with the family dynamics at play. Diane, meanwhile, is doing her best to keep the calm, caught in the middle as she tries to balance everyone's feelings and keep the peace. It's tricky because she wants Tony to be happy, but she also understands Ro's side of things, and tensions are definitely simmering just below the surface. Over at school, things take a bit of a twist when Kathleen Angel lets it slip to Ro and Arlo that their parents are actually on a date. For Ro, that's just adding fuel to the fire, and Arlo, feeling like stirring things up, decides to bring wine into the mix. Kathleen Angel isn't having any of it and gets pretty annoyed, not wanting things to spiral out of control. But Ro, in a rebellious mood and already irked about the whole situation with Tony, decides to roll with it and offers to share the wine with Arlo. It's like Ro is just looking for a way to blow off steam and make a point about the chaos their parents' relationships bring into their lives. Meanwhile, Tony and Marie